Hi, it's Darcy.
And Brian.
With Stay at Home Gamers, and tonight we're going to do a little reminiscing in honor of World of Warcraft's new expansion, Battle of Azeroth, coming out. Or came out. It came out yesterday. Like last night or something. Yep. Right?
Yep.
We do not currently have it.
Nope.
But we used to play lots of World of Warcraft.
We did.
I mean, I even have...
And Murky, whatever his name is over there.
Horde and Alliance plush. I can only find one Murloc. I have another one. I can't remember. I think this might be the one I got at BlizzCon.
Oh, you have one I don't. So I don't know where you got it. Was it like a special thing in your BlizzCon pack? Like a unique one or something?
No, I think I bought it.
Oh, did it come with your deluxe thing one time? I didn't buy the deluxe version, you did.
Well, I thought I bought one at BlizzCon. We went to BlizzCon in 2009. Mm-hmm. And then I think I had one because I got like a... I had gotten like a special edition of...
That's what these came with then, didn't it?
I bought...
You got the pets in the game too.
These gave me pets, yeah. But yeah, was it Lich King that I got like a special deluxe edition? Yeah, I got some artwork book and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I couldn't find my other Murloc. I'm pretty sure I have a blue one somewhere. Mm-hmm. But I found this one. And my Wyvern and my Griffin.
Yep. Alliance.
Well, it just seemed fair to have it. We're for the Horde, so...
Usually.
Yeah.
I mean, I have one of each max level.
I don't have a max level Alliance. Well, I don't even have a max level Horde at this point.
Max at the time.
At the time.
Yeah.
I never got Alliance maxed.
No, in fact, my first two characters maxed. My first Alliance.
The first two that you ever created?
Yeah. Well, I can't say there's any in between there that got deleted right away. But those are definitely my first main Alliance and my first main Horde. I mean, Sideshow was my first character.
He was your very first.
He was. And he's still I still have him. He's 12 years old now. He's like a teenager. He's getting like that, you know. Yeah, and Gertie, my dwarf, is about the same age. It was around that same time.
You have a tween undead.
Yeah, twins.
No, a tween.
Yeah, twins.
12. Well, yeah.
About the same age.
You're a tween dwarf. And
yeah, my first was an old undead rogue too, and he never really got very far.
Because it wasn't for me. It was all he knew, and he was trying to like teach the game to me, and it wasn't a good fit for me.
I've learned.
Then I made my Blood Elf Hunter, which I took her very far. I usually kept her maxed along with my Warlock, but my Warlock became my favorite.
Then you complained about the rogue being too tough, and then you played a Warlock.
I liked the Warlock.
Just saying, it wasn't any easier.
It was my favorite. I mean, I liked the Hunter, but I wasn't a very good hunter. I was fine when I was by myself, like just questing and stuff.
Well, I was a good solo character.
But I tried taking her in a few dungeons and stuff. I was okay, but I wasn't super good at like, trap this and do this special thing. I'm like...
We were mostly solo unless we were with ourselves, each other.
Though as a Warlock, I had no problem, like, okay, I'm in charge of enslaving this one. Mm-hmm. Like, I would have, like, those kind of roles, and I was totally fine.
It was a little easier than Hunter stuff. I mean, they made it easier now, I think, but back then it was like, you had to, like, shoot, like, an arrow and stuff. And
right, and I think I accidentally then, either my pet attacked...
Yeah, that's the problem.
Or I shot it on accident after the fact, after I had freeze-trapped or something, and... People don't like that when you do that. They're my friends, at least.
I started first.
Yeah, you started playing first.
March. I'm trying to think when it was. It was March 2006. Which at the time was probably considered late.
You started playing before we got married.
Yeah.
Like just a few months before.
Yeah, it was March.
And then I started later that year.
It was October, November, I feel.
Because I think I started like right before Burning Crusade came out.
Pretty much.
Because I was starting to play, but then when Burning Crusade came out, that's when I really got into it. I had
max level before in vanilla, so which at that time took a long time. Mm-hmm. So I obviously played enough to get to max level before BC came out.
I really
You hit it too, didn't you? You hit max level when BC came out?
No, I don't think so. Because both of my what ended up being my main characters are Blood Elves, so that was with BC.
Oh, you're right.
I started like just dabbling.
Not sure what you went into BC with. I'm trying to think.
I think I was just dabbling with a few different characters.
Tauren Or maybe not.
And then...
I don't know.
I think I kind of, like, stopped playing until PC came out. And then I was like, ooh, Blood Elves. I don't know.
That's right, because that OA and stuff wasn't really... We weren't in that yet at the time.
But then that's when I really got into it, and I actually did some raiding and stuff, which is totally not usually my style.
We did a few later on, but we never actually finished much. We tried them. I saw some of them.
But that's, I mean, that was definitely when I had gotten, like, really into it. But I will have to say, though, with the new expansion coming out, and we were watching some of the cinematics and stuff. I mean, they do gorgeous cinematics.
They've always done gorgeous. I mean, I watch a whole movie like that.
And so we just started watching, like, some of the older ones and stuff, too, and I feel so out of the loop with the story because I haven't played for a while.
We're happy that Sylvanas is, out there, because she's always our favorite. But
I'm a little unsure what direction she's headed in right now, though. I never thought I would feel conflicted about what she's up to. But, that's one of the things that I really always loved about World of Warcraft is, like, just the storytelling and stuff, and, like, you just really connect, like,
yeah, we need to find one of those, like, we need to go, those catch-up videos, we need to go back to, like, I don't know, what was the last one that you really...
I had a Garrison.
Mists of Pandaria. Yeah, Mists of Pandaria, you jumped in after that, and then Legion was the one you were in.
Didn't...
I'm sorry, War of the Draenor was the one you were in. That was then Legion came out. That was the last one.
Yeah, so I've been... Like, we played a ton for several years, and then...
Your kid was born.
I got... Well, I was still playing quite a bit when I was pregnant.
But then you stopped because you just didn't have time and you were tired.
Taking care of baby. It's not that it's impossible.
And I didn't play as much either, hard. But I still played occasionally. So
then I didn't play for several years, and then when we started playing again, and then now I've stopped playing, and then then I've been on again and off again for a bit.
And now with kids that are old enough to play, and they want to play. So
yeah, they definitely want to play.
I honestly didn't think they'd be around I didn't think WoW would be around when they were old enough to play.
I used to joke, like, when they were... like, when she was a baby, like, I used to joke about how I can't wait till my kid is old enough and I can have her go do my dailies and
farm for me. She totally would do that.
Ever, like, just take care of some...
So, but we're not going to get it yet, but we'll give it a little bit, and we'll get it.
Yeah, we definitely... It's almost like I can't, like, miss out.
I know. I always come back for expansion and get max level, and I kind of get bored again.
But, and we were talking, like, I sort of feel like we get into it, like, back into it usually during the winter.
Yeah, because we have nothing else to do.
Because, like, right now...
We have a lot more to do now.
Well, yes, but it's like right now there's just so much all over the place, and we're not, even though we're stay-at-home gamers, like, we're not home enough to justify the subscription right now and the amount of playtime. Otherwise, it's a really good value, especially how much we used to play.
And you still got, maybe you have to buy the expansion, but you don't have to buy you don't have to buy Legion. I think it just comes with the subscription. You get to buy the expansion.
Whereas in the past, like, you had to buy all the ones you missed.
I mean, you usually got a discount, but yes, you had to buy all the ones missed. Now it's just part of the subscription.
Which is nice.
Yeah, so you can just come and play.
It's been a while since they've sent me, like, we miss you should come back and play kind of email.
Before you join, you should check to see if I can get you some sort of benefit.
Because sometimes there's a resurrection, like, bonus and stuff. I mean, I used to be way after, like, the mounts and all that stuff.
It's still a thing. Battle pets.
Remember when I was trying to dual box?
You did try that. You have another account somewhere, don't you?
Well, it ended up being given to somebody else.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Okay.
But I wanted it because there was a special mount.
Oh, the friend one, the zebra.
Yeah.
I got that when your dad joined. So I have the zebra, and they still haven't. I'm so glad they still haven't released it as some special whatever that you can buy.
Right, it's one that you still can
own.
Yeah. But I actually was trying to experiment with playing, like, the two at the same time. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really have a use for the second account, so it was essentially gifted to somebody. But I did try to experiment with that for a little bit. I was no good at it. It was complicated to set them up and do that.
So we're really big on BC and Lich King. We really played a lot.
Loved, I mean, all that storyline.
That was our favorite expansion, the Lich King storyline.
And I mean, when I say that we really enjoy the storylines and stuff, like, I haven't read all the books, but we've read a lot of the books.
Yeah, I've kind of fallen behind on the newer ones, but we've read them.
And I used to write a story set in that world.
It's on our website.
It's unfinished. someday I would like to finish it.
Maybe I'll put a link in the comments.
But the
index.
I wrote a lot of, like, it was my character, but I wrote stories, like, pulling from the quests and stuff that were going on, but, like, putting it into, like, a story.
Yeah, it's really good.
So
people were waiting for it every week. They
were at the time. I used to post an update, like, every Tuesday.
It's got, like, 40-something posts. I mean, you have a good chunk. We had it written into a book, and it's pretty thick.
It's somewhere up there.
Right there.
Yeah, for Christmas one year, he had this printed for me. So, this has a good chunk of the story that I was writing.
I mean, it's up till you haven't written anything since, so it's obviously up to date. Up to last you wrote. I don't know what number it was. I didn't really put that in here.
I'm not sure. But I was writing on the. Oh yeah, it got wet. I was writing on the blog though.
Yep.
But it's still there.
Yep,
because
all our WoW posts are still there. If you want to look back at some, we were guild officers for a while, so you put on guild events.
I used to organize events, like, in the game,
like holidays and I would scavenger hunts.
Yeah, I would put together, like, essentially, like, parties and stuff using the mechanics within the game. There was, what was that island? It was
off the Barrens there. It's not there anymore.
Like, it took a little work to get to it. You probably can't get to it anymore with the Cataclysm and all that stuff.
Yeah, swim out there. Yeah.
But it was essentially...
Oh, it was a prison island, wasn't it?
Like, there wasn't really anything out there. Like, there was a few, like, NPCs, but they're not really doing anything. And there's no mobs or anything. Yeah. And we would go out there, and I would set up things for people to do, like, races, and we would have costume contests. I would have my bags filled with gifts. Like, we would have all kinds of... Yeah, and I'd have them wrapped up. They'd be prizes and stuff. And, yeah, I used to have a lot of fun doing
the blog at all. You post about all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily, like, would explain how I got some, like, how I set some of that stuff up, but, like, that used to be a lot of fun.
I remember one in I don't know the name, cities, Silvermoon. We had some party there once.
I think so.
I don't know, something for, we bought him a motorcycle.
Yes.
At the time, it was hard to get those.
Yeah, we had a chopper made for him.
That was our guildmaster.
And, yeah, I used to have a lot of fun putting that kind of stuff together.
I'm trying to think of the other ones I had. Probably all posted about Christmas and all those kind of...
I think I organized, like, a in-game Secret Santa kind of thing, or
I feel like there was a scavenger hunt.
There was a scavenger hunt thing that I did too at one point in time. Oh, and there was, like, a relay race. Like, there was, like, this ball.
Oh yeah.
That we made, and so
we could throw it to each other.
Yeah, and, like, I set up telling them, like, where they had to go and come back, but you had to throw that ball as your relay baton to the next person, and. Yeah.
It did go over well. I mean, there's probably more mechanics now. You can do that. They have a lot more toys.
I mean, definitely the stuff I was doing... I mean, Blizzard wasn't thinking of anyone doing this stuff within the game, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the guild was a lot of fun. It wasn't very hardcore, serious.
No.
It was all pretty laid back. Most people were pretty laid back.
Which is how I liked it. I was in kind of a slightly more hardcore one for a little bit, and then I found out that wasn't really for me.
No. So I mean, we would do raids every so often, but it was very casual, and we didn't go very far, but we had fun because we learned stuff.
Yeah.
And then it sort of slowly... I remember a time when she was born, it kind of slowly fell apart, and I don't think it exists anymore, but...
I'm not sure.
Most people haven't logged in 6 years or whatever, like we did.
Yeah.
For years, 99 years after I was on there.
Yeah.
You were only on there when Battlenet started. So it says you were offline for 41 years or something like that.
41 years, yeah. But when we first started the site, when we started Stay at Home Gamers, it was actually based on World of Warcraft.
I mean, it was the main...
It wasn't called... We didn't call it Stay at Home Gamers at the time.
Well, no, it was our names.
It was Sideshow and Strong.
It says on top of our site now, in case someone comes and is confused by it.
That's what we mostly talked about back then, was the stuff that we did in-game. But we weren't like the other blogs that were talking about how to beat the bosses and all that kind of stuff, or how to min-max your stuff.
It was all just silly things, and like one of our most popular posts is like how not to pick up girls, and wow, I was a girl character, and I was getting all these messages about like some guy trying to pick me up, and I was like playing along with it. And you had a couple like that where you're like, he has to take you on a date, and you're like, where do you want to go? And you like talked him into like steak and whatever. Remember?
Yeah, he like went into he was confused. Like I was totally just like being like in character.
Yeah,
and it was funny because it just totally threw him off. I was like, this place doesn't have good steak. Yeah, I don't want to go.
She was in Goldshire, that helps. But yeah, I forgot where I was, but I think it was in Stormwind or something. It was both on the Lion side. But yeah, I was a girl character because that's my bank, and then he was just like hitting on me, and I'm playing along with it. So those are all posts around. Those are pretty funny. Or you know our most popular post still is?
Our most popular post is about the Thirst Unending quest, which
it's like Blood Elf.
I don't even think exists anymore.
It was the one. It was the Blood Elf quest, like the beginning one, to learn your it was absorb magic. And the worms, and I don't think they do that anymore because I don't think that's racial anymore.
I don't think it is. And
it's still our most popular post. I have no idea why.
Yeah.
Unless they have another quest called that, I have no idea.
So, it originally started because so many people were searching and coming to our site because I did kind of like a mock quest post that I wrote about
I think Thursday at work or
getting a Mountain Dew while I was at work or something. I mean, I wrote a lot of ridiculous things at the time. But because we had some people coming for that, and they were looking for the actual quest, which I had done a million times. Which I don't think needs a walkthrough. No. But I wrote one because people were clearly looking for it, and it's still one of the most popular posts.
I don't know why, because I don't think it exists.
Why?
I should check Wowhead, see if it still exists.
Is Wowhead even still a thing?
Oh, yeah, that's legit. Just kidding. That's like the thing now.
I feel like so many things are replaced. Like when we're watching all the stuff that's coming out with the expansion and stuff, I feel like everything I knew about how I played in the past is just completely different. Like, do I need all those add-ons anymore
I went pretty slim with my add-ons. Because when we started playing, you needed the map one and the quest helper and all this stuff. Now a lot of it's built in.
Which is smart.
Yeah. So, but there's some... I used a few, like a bag organizers and stuff like that. I used a lot of that kind of stuff. Flight timer. It was nice to know the flight timing.
Speaking of the flights.
That's right. Because yesterday, last night, I was watching on Twitter and I saw people having login issues. And it took me back to the queues. Yeah. Especially when BC came out, you were like, okay, we have 20 minutes to wait to get in the game. I'm like, oh.
You would, because back then, if we went to log in, we never got in right away. No. We always had a wait. We just didn't know how long it would be. They fixed all that server stuff, but we talked about how we used to take the flight from, I don't know how far north you could go, Azeroth or whatever, in Horde or Orgrimmar, all the way down to something. I can't think of how Silithus. I think so.
We used to take that
We'd fly the entire continent like while we're having supper.
So it was like a 15-minute flight.
If we logged out, we didn't know when we'd be able to get back in.
Yeah, if you just sat in one place in town, you would just log off for moving.
So we would fly, and then in the middle of supper, we might have to like go and hop another flight path. Yep. But we would just
you kids have it easy.
Fly.
Yeah,
while we had supper, so that we could hop back on. But back then we didn't have kids, so it was really easy to like come home from work and play, and then have dinner and then play and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. I can't play for multiple hours anyway.
No. It's like it was crazy the amount of time that we used to put into it. It was fun though. I mean, it was totally value-wise, it was totally worth it.
Oh yeah, if we could at the time, like we do now, pay for time with money.
Right, because now you can do that.
Yeah. Well, I can't play enough to make that much money.
Not now. No. But that's why, like, I think probably this winter, or as things kind of get back into swing with school and all that kind of stuff, more than likely we'll start.
Yeah, I'll probably pop into first pretty soon.
Play it a bit again because we do a whole lot more gaming during the winter because we don't want to leave the house.
Yeah, a couple more months before that happens. And
it's, I mean...
Yeah, it's one of those... At this point, it's become like an old school nostalgia feeling, even though it's not that old, but it feels like it to us. Like, I remember doing this.
But we played that before we had children, and our oldest is almost 8.
Yeah, classic. We played vanilla before.
Like, we played for years before she was born.
It was legit vanilla where we had to run for 40 levels.
Oh my gosh. That's painful.
It's only 20 levels now, and it's really fast. They didn't speed up leveling back then.
Like, I remember flying was like this amazing, mind-blowing thing when
BC came out.
Finally got to fly.
You can only fly in BC.
It was crazy.
You had to be level 70 to fly. Yeah.
So, it's been awesome, like looking at all the stuff that they're doing and the things that they take into account with the changes and how the player base has changed and the things that people are looking for.
Going to come back for a little bit and then we stop.
Well, there was something. I'm trying to remember what we were watching on that video, because they had some
of like long one.
The long one, yeah. Because
it was like an official history of World of Warcraft, I think, by Wired. It was really good.
Yeah, and they were talking with like designers and developers from the game, and now I don't know if this is with the new expansion now or if it was something else, but there's like some app for doing some things that you can do out of world.
That was Legion, because you're Garrison sort of had that where you're sending your people out. Mm-hmm. They have that in Legion for your class group or whatever, but you could go on your phone and you could send them off if they were back or all that kind of stuff.
See, I remember doing those, but there was something else that they showed. But the more so, my point.
You actually auction house stuff on your phone.
What he was saying was what like made sense to me more so than what the actual app was. Because he was talking about so many people that play being like us now, have families and stuff, and we can't sit and play for 4 hours like we used to. No. We might be only able to pop on for
an hour or two here and there,
or even just a 15,
just
20
checking
minutes.
Your banks and stuff,
so it's kind of nice to have some different options and ways to play.
Yeah, so you could do your auction house stuff. I don't think you could like list. I mean, you could list certain things like in your bags or whatever. Mm-hmm. But you could do it all on your phone rather than having to pop in the game, and you could clear your sold options into your bank and stuff, having to lose your mailbox or whatever in 30 days.
I don't even want to think about all the mail I've lost.
Me too. I've lost things I have no idea anymore.
Because, of course, whenever I stop playing, it's not
planned.
Completely planned.
So it's like all your auctions are still there. And
it's not like lost. I'm going, okay, I'm going to clear out.
You've done a better job of
my bank,
important things that you've lost.
My mail.
You'll get them mailed
or whatever.
To you.
Not my bank, but my mail. Like, making sure that stuff's all clear before ending my subscription. It's usually like, man, I haven't played in like a month. I should probably cancel my subscription for a while.
Yeah, but now that they're really important like stuff, you can either get it sent to you or there's a guy you talk to and they'll reinstate certain things.
Well, that's good.
So I don't know if that mostly obviously stuff you try to sell like greens and blues will probably be gone, but anything like super important or purple maybe they'll get back, I think.
I don't think I'm super worried about most of that stuff, but it's just one of those things where it's like, oh man, I probably lost out on some stuff.
Back in the day, remember where you had to hold all your mounts and your pets and
they took up space.
Even you're not used to it now, but even your gear for your transmogrification. That's all. Outfits. It all turns into just like a collection in your spells.
I had so much digital clutter in the game.
Yeah, but they fixed a lot of that.
Like I would just mail things to other characters of mine just to kind of
even your what do they call those ones? The account bound like leveling up gear.
Yeah,
that's just like a spell. You just click on it and it makes you one.
Oh, so all it's your not gears, like
all your old gear is like just in a list. So you want to transmogrify, you just.
Do you remember when pets also took up space?
So pets and mounts. I said you had to keep all.
Like I was collecting pets before it was like an achievement.
Well, that was before pet pals. Yeah, I used to.
Like I was collecting way back in the day.
Yeah, you used to have to keep them in your bank and in your bags. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a huge thing. That was a while ago. That was a huge deal.
And I had so many outfits, just fun
for your guild stuff.
Outfits for costumes, and there was something that just reminded me. There was something where we made like a whole bunch of like blue overalls because we all dressed like in overalls and had pitchforks or something. I don't remember what it was.
Like a fall festival or something. That sounds like a fall.
It was just something ridiculous we did.
We found all the old crummy gear.
And I think we were like dueling each other.
Dueling with pitchforks sounds like something we do. Yeah.
Just silly stuff like that. And I remember
it was our lifestyle at that point.
I remember all those ogres, so that we would get like the ogre loincloth. And I
wrapped like 1,000 of those, yeah.
I had so many of them and I was giving them out as presents. They were wrapped up, so you didn't know what it was until you opened it.
There was some stuff that was hard to find, yeah.
Like
I used to level up your weapons.
I did weird stuff like that.
To level your weapons up?
Yes, and your pet. Like your hunter. Right. You had to actually like level it up and assign
your old pets were like, okay, well he's level 10. I can't use him anymore because he can't fight.
Yeah.
Now they automatically level up and you can keep like a whole bunch of them now and you can just...
It's crazy how much has changed.
They have made it easier. It was not, I wouldn't call it tough. I didn't play like Ultima Online or any of those EverQuest or those that were really like hardcore, but it was not as easy as it is now. And we loved it.
Yeah.
And when you had to like beg or farm for your 100 gold for your first mount. I remember borrowing money from someone, probably Volp, for my first mount. You know, and I was like, I have like 40,000 gold. I still can't buy half the
And
mounts,
it used to be amazing, like if you actually, like when I started playing, because I knew somebody.
And they give you like 5 gold, and like, oh my god.
Yeah, like it was mind blowing to like start with that much money.
No, everyone just gives you gold. You just...
No, it's not that hard to make it.
I remember when I was my rogue, level 40s, where I was making those helms of fire. Leather. It was hard to find those things, but I'd make a huge profit on those. I made so much money with that. It was crazy. Now it's like, you can't really make a profit anymore unless you have some sort of super high end stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But you make so much money just playing the game. It's crazy.
But yeah, it's definitely, and it's crazy because even when I go stretches of years without playing,
it's hurting. But I still just
identify like as a WoW player. Like anytime I see anything about it, like it just grabs my attention and I just totally relate. Even though it's like, can I really say
we haven't changed the story enough to get lost
when I haven't played in like 2 years?
No, but you played enough.
But I totally am.
Yeah.
And I'm for the Horde.
If you played it all in vanilla, you're officially.
Just saying, like sometimes it sort of feels like, well, you haven't even done this in forever, but I got excited seeing stuff about the expansion. I still wear my Blizzard Frost plus 20 frost resistance hoodie. I have very much like.
I have a tattoo somewhere for the tattoo.
I have logo. WoW pride. I don't know.
You had a WoW credit card for them?
I did. I used to earn points.
Yeah, and then they changed it to something normal now.
But I actually used to get
like
3 months
spending all the money going to debt.
Yeah.
We paid it off.
But yeah, it is paid off. But I used to get points. But yeah, I had a blood elf on my credit card.
Yep.
People would look at me strange.
Pay for it and be like, someone would know.
Sometimes people would be like, oh my gosh, and then they'd like start a conversation because of that. But yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll get into it soon. And they'll probably talk about it again.
Yeah. But we kind of figured with it coming out, it would just be kind of fun to reminisce.
Just off the top. We didn't plan anything specific. We're just talking off the top.
Yeah. Plus, we also just got back from a little mini vacation today.
Yeah, so we're sort of like...
We've been home for only like a couple of hours.
Yeah, our brains aren't all there yet. Not sure I could play a game or
talk about anything like too in-depth. But if you played, definitely let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
let us know.
For the Horde, for the Alliance down there.
That would be the number one thing, to know if we can still talk to each other. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I have friends who play
I swing
Alliance.
both ways.
I just favor the Horde. I
like the story better.
But I would also love to know like what your favorite class is, because I feel it's kind of interesting.
What server are you on? But
right now it doesn't matter. But it's kind of interesting to see what people favor in terms of a class, because
I was like the rogue, but I'm not like you can't go on a battleground and be like, I can't do that. But I like the. I mean, it's the undead rogue of it, because actually the other rogues, they're not as fun, but the undead rogue, I like sideshow.
And I totally love my warlock. She's my favorite. I do like my hunter, but not as much as my warlock. And I've tried like almost every class.
I mean, you have these new ones, but like the monk and stuff. I haven't got very far on those either, but we've tried them.
But there's just something about like, which I might really enjoy that. But my warlock definitely holds this very special place in my heart.
Yes. Maybe we'll get one of these. We'll get one of those 3D printed copies of them too, so we can have them.
That would be kind of cool.
Or tattoo on your arm.
I mean, we do have. I don't have a figure of my warlock, but I have that succubus
I have an undead
figure, and you have the undead.
His weapons are gone because
that Forsaken one. Oh yeah, sorry.
It was like this.
And we have like a nice framed poster of the Lich King.
We have all the posters of all the expanses. We don't have them framed because we want our BlizzCon. We have the Burning Crusade, and we have the original. Oh, we have those three.
The artwork is beautiful.
Lich King one's pretty. If we do any videos downstairs in our area down there, you'll see it. But it's on our wall downstairs.
I don't know. It looks cool.
Yeah, we always like that cinematic. It's my favorite cinematic.
Yeah. So.
I never actually had to see it in game because that was like the top end raid at that time. I mean, if I would go there now,
no, I don't
solo it.
we could just go there for. Well.
No one remembers the old like dungeons or like what was the one in the Barrens?
In the Barrens?
Yeah, in the middle there, the caves. It was like a 3 hour. You get like lost in there. What was that one called?
Oh, what was that? Because after a while, I like had that memorized, and I would take people through it when I was higher.
Well, it took forever. What one was that?
Because there's like a part where you have to like swim through it or something, and it is easy to get turned around.
I did something in that like recently, where I'm like, I don't remember this part.
I don't remember what it's called now, but all that got changed.
No, there was another one. I'm trying to think of what level it was, but it took like hours. And you had to do something for like a quest or something, but it took like hours, like literally hours. I'm not one of those undead ones. I don't think. I don't remember it now.
But so many of those changed.
God, you used to have to play for 4 hours for a dungeon, for a 5-man dungeon. It wasn't like a raid. It was like
whatever. But there was that one with the cave. I remember that.
Cool.
I really cannot remember the name of it. But I got to the point where I memorized it.
Yeah, that one was like.
But this way, and then I was high level, and I would take other people through that were like leveling up their alternate characters and stuff. But I did get where I memorized that one.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But that was one that used to.
They were all very long, really. Other than Raging Chasm. Something called the one in Orgrimmar. That one was very long, so we did that one a lot. And
Shadowfang
Keep wasn't the first.
Shadowfang Keep.
But there was one towards the higher level that was like 4 hours or something. I remember.
It's hard to say now because
you had to do it for like a quest.
Took longer back then.
Now it's like they're like bite sized.
Which is
I did
nice.
some for Legion for like my rogue quest, and I'm like talking to Wolf because he's my expert, a friend. I'm like, I don't because I have to go with the random people. And I don't know what I'm doing. I don't feel it. He's like it's easy. You just go in there and do it. I'm like, okay. And I just went in there and did it, and it's like not hard at all. But
I don't like going with random people.
I had to for my quest.
But
I beat it, and they didn't stop for my thing. I had to get like so I had to like. Fortunately, I was a rogue, so I was able to stealth right back to where I was going, and I waited, and I got it, and I was able to get out. But that's the problem. You go for a quest, and you're like, oh, I didn't do it. I missed it. So. Yeah, you have to go with randoms. No, I don't like that either.
It used to be tough.
The problem is because they're all like ready to go, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and they're like not waiting for me, and then you die, and then they get all mad, and they leave and kick you out. You're like, okay, well, next.
It's like, well, I'm not an expert.
Yeah. So.
I just play for fun when I have an opportunity to.
Yeah. So.
But.
We're old.
Yeah, we will. We are. We are old. I'm such an introvert that I don't want to talk to anybody on there.
No.
I don't want to get on
Vent. Old school multiplayer.
I don't want to get on Vent if I can help it.
I don't vent anymore.
Well,
it's called Discord now.
So that really puts me.
You're in Discord usually every night.
I know, but
she's a Stardew Valley person now, not a WoW person.
Just leave me alone. Let me tend to my farm.
Yeah.
No, I do enjoy it, but I really I really enjoy the questing.
Yeah, the stories and stuff.
I love the storyline.
She'll read all of it.
And the work that they put into the storyline. Like, I don't know if everyone appreciates it as much as
that was a problem with what we had is that we like the storyline, but then you do a certain point where we can't get beyond that because we can't run those 25.
Right, that's the thing that gets tough. Where it's like,
we never found the end of that.
I can't.
We love that.
Complete the storyline.
Like when you were questing, he would like talk to you, most sometimes, and it was like it was a really cool quest, but you never actually got to. Unless you were a death knight, and we got to see him. One time I remember like dancing around him or whatever.
But there's some really fantastic work that has gone into the storylines and things like that for the quest.
Even the two movies we watched on YouTube, like the Warbringers, like the two recent ones, like Jaina and Sylvanas, those were done really well. And it kind of felt
and it's really amazing what they have put into it. Like, it's not just a game.
No.
Like, it's
really deep story.
Living story that you're experiencing, and you're part of it.
And they've done that well since before World of Warcraft and old RPG or RTS games. They had that story.
And it was kind of funny because the kids were watching the cinematics and stuff with us, and our daughter was like, "Why can't we play like Sylvanas? Like, why can't we be like the leader?" I was like, "But it just wouldn't be the same. Everyone would want to play the leader."
So you can play. I think for sure you can play them in the old RTS games.
But it just doesn't work as much in a MMO.
She misses Thrall. I don't know where Thrall is anymore.
I loved Thrall. Well, I also liked his voice.
I like Chris Metzen's voice.
I did.
But he just stepped down, and there was a whole quest about that. And I don't know where he is now. He might still be hanging out somewhere. I think he's in like the shaman realm, whatever there is, the Earthwind thing.
Not
sure. To find out. I'm not sure who's in charge of Orgrimmar.
I need to catch up on a lot of the storyline because so much has changed over the years. Like, I used to know the story.
I know the story. I know the idea of this expansion being Horde vs. Alliance, Battle for Azeroth.
Yeah, it's kind of getting back to that.
And some of those Warbringer ones kind of showed it, but I don't know what caused that Sylvanas to do that.
Right, and
so we'll have to look into that.
I'm not entirely sure I agree with what she's doing, which is, I mean, if you know how much I am for the Horde, like, that's a big shocker. Mm-hmm. Like,
I mean, she was killed and brought back.
I know, but, like, at this point, what good is it doing for some of the stuff that she's doing? Like, it's just pure, like...
Yeah, rage.
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll find out.
And we know there's going to be some sort of, like, big bad other...
Well, someone's going to sneak up.
Evil that's going to come up that's going to make everyone turn and have to be fighting against that again. What if she does turn? I mean, so, if people who know me well also know that I am a huge fan of Maleficent. It's not unusual for me to enjoy a villain, but what if she does become the villain?
You liked Arthas. I mean, you liked him as a villain. He was a good villain.
He was a good villain. And reading the story before that expansion came out, like, it just totally, like, hit, because all the stuff that went on before he became the Lich King.
Well, who was he with? Who was the girl he was with? Was it related to Sylvanas somehow? Was it her sister? I don't know. It's been so long.
I thought it was him and...
Jaina?
That's who I thought he was with.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Okay. It's been a while. Again, it's been a long time.
But I mean, it's been years since I read it.
I think Thrall had somehow connected over something like that. Like, he lost his wife and whatever.
So, yeah, it was like she started, like, losing him, you know, because the...
And the Thrall story was actually part of the movie. And he was at the end of the baby and the thing, but that's, obviously I don't think they're going to make another one, but, I mean, that's his mom and dad were in that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different from the book, whatever, but...
We had lots of bonding moments over the years while playing, too.
Yeah. I'd say it was kind of our life at the time.
Mm-hmm. You know? It's like we had our own, like, I mean, our own characters, but we also had, like, characters that we only played together, and then other stuff that we do, like, on our own or whatever.
Yeah.
It was a...
We had a lot of friends at the time played. Friends, local friends, and other friends far we met on there.
Yeah, we knew a lot of people that played. Not all of them play anymore.
No,
most of them
play.
do.
I think Volvo will come back for a little bit. He always does.
Pretty much.
But he's like just push through as fast as possible and do everything I can and collect everything.
He doesn't appreciate the story.
No, he just plays. He just collect everything and he leaves.
I don't even know if he reads half the quest. Like, he just sees what he's supposed to do. Like, he likes
to max everything out. He loves it.
Because I'm like, why exactly am I collecting 99 feathers for you?
Yeah. So, yeah, he's more of just a play and push as fast as possible. So, but, good thing about him is he's lots of stuff to give me.
So, I mean, we almost have our own...
Yeah, 4 or 5 man here.
Right.
Yeah,
we just gotta train the kids a little bit, and then we could...
We had to buy... Well, actually, buying's not that bad anymore.
Pretty much handle.
At this point, it's a $50 purchase and a subscription.
We don't all have a computer to... No, not at the same time, anyway.
We have 3. And that one probably won't run it very well.
But we're almost to the point where, you know, we have everything we need here.
I honestly didn't think they'd be playing it. I'm surprised it's still going on.
But
it's still pushing. It's the only one that survived. We played so many different MMOs throughout there just to try them out. Warhammer and Ion. And
Warhammer,
what was the other one?
Ion.
There's some other ones you played. Oh, I played Age of Conan for a while.
I tried that for a little bit.
They all came and went.
Didn't you play,
We had the pirate one, which was not really a competitor. Rift is still around. It's a free one. It's very well-liked.
Hi, kitty.
Big cats. Dog's not here.
LOTR.
Oh, Lord of the Rings. That's still around. It's free now. That went free. What happened? They went free or they failed. But WoW never changed their price. It's amazing.
What is
that gives you an idea of how big and good they were. They were just perfected everything that they did. They kept going. Like, I know Warhammer tried to do some stuff differently, and it was cool. Like those group quests, which now WoW sort of does. Rift does that too. You just join. All of a sudden, you reported the quest. And
I was gonna say, if you aren't familiar with it, it was you just had to be in the area where the quest was happening, and everyone was working towards the same goal, and everyone would get.
I feel like WoW has...
As long as you were there, like, as it finished...
You get more for the more you did.
Yeah, but you still got your completion,
chest,
and you got, some loot.
I feel like WoW has that.
And, well, they have
Rift has that too.
They have like is it the 3-person scenarios? Like I haven't really done those yet.
No, those are all new. Well, I mean, the island thing is new.
But yeah, I remember like because like Ion, like we were playing it like right when it first came out. Like
it was okay, but
I had a blog post that was featured like on their community site or something.
Yeah, I don't know if that's in around anymore.
Probably.
Warhammer's gone.
I had a figure.
We have it's downstairs.
She's got it or something.
Yeah, I think I've gone over there 30 minutes.
Probably.
We could talk for hours.
Probably went way over. Someone even commented on how boring we were, but you know what?
Well, why are you
here? Too bad. I'm pretty sure they left.
It was not as boring as like you type something and say.
You know, it doesn't bother me.
Not our community.
So, because our community isn't rude like that.
Yeah, but we could, go to our stillhammergamers.com and on the left or right there's some classic posts. Those are funny, like the how to pick up girls in WoW. And there's a lot of those that show up there. We tagged and
even if you're just curious about what the game used to look like,
lots of screenshots.
Because we used to do Screenshot Sunday. It was. We blogged way back in the day, so
yeah, we're already used to it.
There were things like that that was just normal.
Like our peak time was like 2009 was like a big year for us. That was a BlizzCon year.
Yeah.
And then 2010 came, it kind of petered out because of kids and stuff.
But a lot of people have heard of like Wordless Wednesday, where you just post a picture. People really don't do that anymore, but a lot of people know what that is. So like Screenshot Sunday was basically that. We just. Because I took lots of different pictures throughout the game.
Backed up somewhere.
And
we should go through them all and find our favorite ones and stuff.
And I used to post. We would post funny ones. We'd post pretty ones. Sometimes
it's gorgeous now. The game
commentary on it, and then if you are interested in any of the story stuff I wrote, it's not weird. Just
no. It's
when people hear fan fiction, sometimes it's like
not that kind of fan fiction.
Like if you're
writing the Warcraft books, it's very much like that.
It's pretty much. I mean, it's a story.
And our daughter got her name from that character.
I wrote a story based on my character in the world,
or like her backstory.
Like her backstory. So, it's not finished. It's still in my head.
Yeah,
it's not finished.
Disintegrates.
Right.
Put more and more stuff in there. But we can put a link in the comments. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure it's
you just go
part of the menu.
I think so. But first step is getting to stayathomegamers.com. And then you should be able to find it.
Or sideshow on Serrano.com. It still goes there.
It still goes there. But I probably could find the landing page to the...
I'm pretty sure I put an important spot.
To the story and drop that into the comment. Drop that link into the comments so you can... I can't guarantee I'm going to get it done tonight because I'm a little tired from vacation.
I feel like it was in the menu. All-time class. Maybe not.
I'm not sure.
That's when I stopped playing WoW. Well, that was...
Yeah.
Yep. That's a building quest line. One of my favorite quest lines is the new one in Serpine Forest into God, I forget the name of the stone. Forgetting the zone names. The next one on.
Well, some of them have changed.
No, this one's the same name. It's the one with the Soul Shores and stuff. What's that one called?
The Lion Side?
No, what's the zone called?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Yeah, anyway, there's a quest line to there where it's like you see like these like characters coming through and you can meet them later on. Mm-hmm. Like this guy's kind of called as Dumass, which is like a dumbass. He's like a noob, so he's like confused and stuff. And there's a guy with like a really shiny horse, like a blood elf with a really shiny horse, and it's like all like warm. And there's like an orc who comes and he's like all badass and he's like, "Let me kill everybody." And it's like they're like making fun of certain kind of players and it's really funny. It's like my favorite quest line.
I don't remember the zones.
That's after Cataclysm. After like it all changed, but it's one of my favorites. That one's good.
I don't think I've been back into some of that area as much.
You should do that in this one. Maybe she'll do a whole post thing, a series about it. Back into the...
Well, even when Cataclysm was about to happen, like I was trying to go through...
We saw that. Really, that was announced in the cinematic at BlizzCon. So we're like,
which was crazy, and it gave me chills, like being there when it was like...
Chris Metzen was talking about
it. When it was like announced and like watching it and just being in that room
with
all those people. Yeah. It was crazy.
It was an experience.
But I was trying... I was trying to finish some of the achievements because I was trying to get Lore Keeper title.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
But I was also trying to go through and take screenshots because I knew all that stuff was going to be changing.
And they messed up lore. You can't do it anymore.
No.
So you have to do it.
So I finished one continent, I think, and I didn't finish the other one or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I wanted to, I took so many screenshots all throughout because I wanted to have it and then hopefully try to compare and just have those to reference to, this is what it used to look like, and now this is what, I don't even know if I would be able to find it.
It's been a while it's coming out anyway, so we'll see how that will go.
My idea at the time, but yeah, it's not like it was a project that really needed to be finished. But
we'll be probably playing that again soon, along with board gaming.
Yes, always board gaming. So, as I said, if you have played, definitely let us know. Horde or Alliance, and your favorite class to play. If you have not played, that's totally okay too.
Good time to get in.
Or let us know if you're interested. I don't know. Right. So Thursday night on Twitch, twitch.tv/stayathomegamers, we will be playing Thanos Rising.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to take them again. We're going to play correctly this time. We missed a step.
When we played it live on Twitch, there was something that we
And also going to play it like normal, like not this level. Or
right. We're going to be... To win, we have to defeat all 10 villains.
So we feel like we need it.
So if whether you've watched the movie or not, we will not give you any spoilers. We will not. No. And the game will not give you any spoilers.
No.
However, if you have watched it and you would like to see a little revenge... No. If you... But yeah. We'll be playing it live. So you can cheer us on against Thanos.
Yep.
Thursday, 9 p.m. Central.
7 p.m. East or Pacific.
Mm-hmm. And then next Tuesday, here at 9 Central, we are going to be talking more probably about Thanos. Okay. The game.
Yeah.
We're not, again, no movie spoilers.
But the mechanics and what we like about it and
yes.
all that stuff.
And then the following Thursday, in case anyone wants to know that far in advance, we're going to be playing Role Player on Twitch.
Played on Twitch once too, but that was something. Oh, the audio was it was really, really low.
We also had a different setup.
Yeah, we were over
and
there.
Stuff.
The audio was really low and you can barely hear us.
So, we've got some awesome things lined up. Or at least I think it's awesome. If you think it's boring, too bad.
Yeah, random person that we're not going to mention.
So, yeah. So if those things sound interesting to you, we would love to have you join us and chit chat and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. So thanks so much and have a great night.